Assalamu alaikum. Detroit. Mine's number one. Part two. Was Elijah Muhammad a Moor? Yes. Was he part of Noble Drew Ali organization? No. Noble Drew Ali organization, we a nation. In law, organization stands for nation. No. And those who say that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a Moor, they don't know the science of the Moors. You talk right over their head, easy. Because you don't know the science of your forefathers. All the stuff you see, the stones, all the history, the beautiful history of these ancient people that we marvel over, the pyramids, are of your forefathers. You don't know the science of them at all. I don't care if you're in the Nation of Islam and you're a minister in the Nation of Islam, a captain in the Nation of Islam, a dick sucker, a Farrakhan's in the Nation of Islam. Had a brother call me, man, he'll say on my post, man, you just like the rest of the people that got dissatisfied and blah, blah, blah. Fool, I'm not dissatisfied. I'm in love with the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. Is you nuts? I met him a few times, brother. I love him. I would never go against him with that. I would go deeper into study to figure out why he said what he said. But I found my way out. I'm not a slave mentally, and I'm not going to be a slave physically. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mashfarat Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, they came to free our minds, man. But you and I not free physically. Those teachings cannot free you physically. They can't. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali's teaching is that which frees you physically and someone mentally. But they stuck too, because 33 degrees, that's some powerful stuff, brother, knowledge. But 360 degrees completion, 100% pure truth, is the identity of God. See, if you can't comprehend knowing the identity of the Supreme Being and stuck in that we all are gods, it's because you are at your feds need to be blank. But you are a beautiful person. And I believe, from my studying and reading signs and symbols, that the nationalist community turned on the Honorable Minister Farrakhan because he said that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is physically alive. That's what I believe. Because there's no way for the Honorable Minister Farrakhan and no other man to get around nationality. You can't. Because law and God is one. Oh yes, Allah is the supreme being of law. It don't mean that he disobeys the law. That's not what Master Farad Muhammad taught us, to disobey the law. The Honorable Minister Farrakhan says that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is physically alive, and you say go prove it, but you see the work that he has done, the accomplishments that the Honorable Minister Farrakhan has done as a Moor, and you more still would call him a hypocrite or an antichrist. No. A fair assessment of the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, I agree that yes, let me say that he has a society. And in the society, his followers are still slaves to the American corporation, to Satan. Yes, I agree with that 100%. But his followers, their minds are free. Now, we're going to have 85%, period, of people who just not going to believe in nothing, and that don't make them wood for the fire for Satan. Not yet. Hold on. If you want to debate and don't agree with X, Y, and Z, that's cool. But you're not going to escape your moral obligations of being an upright person in the name of God or in the name of whatever you believe. You're not going to escape that. If you try to escape that, if you're trying to escape your duty from being an upright person because you don't agree with a person that's teaching you about God, then yeah, you're going to be wood for the fire of Satan. God gonna use your behind as an example for that. That is true. But you're not gonna escape being an upright person. Let me help all of y'all out with that. But the minister and the messenger and Mashrah Muhammad, they created a womb, a belly, somewhere where the lost can go and get their morality and get their minds free. They pointed you to Noble Drew Ali. No different than he pointed you to the study of Dianetics. You go do your own study. A little bit more been, Dianetics is another subject which I agree with the minister on. But yes, the messenger is a Moor because that flag is the oldest flag of flags in existence today. The flag that we got as the Nation of Islam with the moon and star on the other side that they try to call a Turkish flag is nothing but the completion of the Moorish flag. The 360 degrees. That's all it is. That's all it means. That's what the sign of it meant. And it scared Satan because they know signs and symbol and they know that somebody's here, the God that has been predicted to come. See, y'all see God doing all this magic wand stuff. No, man, everything takes time. It's circumstances that dictates things. He is in charge of manifesting the ideal and the identity of his world. But anyway, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan is the supreme representative of Allah that the Moorish science, Noble Drew Ali, spoke about. That's the head. That's the chief right there. And you're going to have to accept that. You don't have to accept it, but you're not going. You can't be in total disagreement and hate this man. You can't, because you would be a damn fool. You don't know. You're not standing on your own square. You don't even know what the square means. You got to extend that to your brother man, the square. What you're standing on. You got to extend that to your brother. Give him that until proven otherwise. If I say the so-called black man and then continue to teach more science, you say, why you don't point at the nationality? They can read and know and see that their own eyes. I read the prophet and say this true. And I lay hold to that. That don't make me an enemy of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad or the Honorable Minister of Farrakhan or the Prophet. So let me close this out. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, brother, nationalized Muhammad Ali in front of our faces. Wake up. The reason why Moor science is it means something now, because back then they had the rush of Black American, African American, and black. That was an onslaught. That would have killed Moor science. And we, as the Nation of Islam, held the front line, just like the 5%ers kept the teachings alive in the street when the nation went down. The Nation of Islam kept the identity, kept the sacred trust of God, and held the front line until this later date, to let you know that it is more science. The Prophet never lied to you about nothing, man. He nationalized Muhammad Ali in front of you and our faces. He went to court and beat it. And he didn't beat it because the white man was some beneficent, beautiful white man. They would have hung Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, and laughed and spit in Elijah Muhammad's face. But he nationalized him. And when he nationalized Muhammad Ali, look at Muhammad Ali's legacy. Ali is one who is connected to the royal family. Look how they treated him. This American government, they treated him as royalty and called him the greatest, because they are obeying the law. They have to, brother. And God has stepped on the scene, and you exercising your Islam, yourself, your true self. You're not going to have no problem exercising your true self and understanding who Master Farad Muhammad is. And you're not going to have no problem exercising your true self now, because I'm here telling you that Master Farad Muhammad is the greatest of the Moors, and the Prophet Noah Drew Ali is the prophet, and Elijah Muhammad is the messenger. Assalamu alaikum.